What's happening, fam? Let's get some music, background music going. Let's get some background music going. There we go. I had a funny thing going on this morning. Let me just get some sounds. I feel like I need some chill vibes today. These are like the ones built. I don't like the ones that are built in here. I feel like I got better ones. I'll find some more. There we go. Good vibes. All right. So today I was testing out a new. I'm gonna go live stream. I don't know why they leave it at 50%. I feel like it's gonna be a little quieter than that at least. That's too loud or too quiet. Cool. Yeah, I was testing out a new way to live stream today, and like I'm experimenting. I always try new things. A way to make it more fun. If you don't know who I am, I'm Dunk. I like creating passive income streams on YouTube, and YouTube's a great way to do it. I also use X, but let's be perfectly honest, YouTube's the best video platform out there. You disagree with me? Prove me wrong. Bring receipts. I'll say that. If you're gonna tell me that YouTube's not the best video platform, then you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong. Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong, but tell me why I'm wrong. I don't really like it when people just tell me that I'm wrong about something and don't tell me why. That sounds like me. Just saying. Cool. All right. Awesome. So what I did this morning. So I was I'm not going to tell you the name of the channel because it's an experiment, but I started a new channel. So I play a lot of VR to basically unwind at the end of the day, or I also do like workouts and stuff in it. And I was right behind me on the floor. I was doing a VR workout, and I punched my water glass, and it fell all over the floor, and then got on my soundboard. I blew it out with air, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Unless you can't hear me now. You hear me? You hear me? Cool. Let me just double check. Hear me? Dope. Let me just double check that you can hear me. This is actually kind of a nice little test that I have to do now, just to make sure everything's good. I'm so sorry. It's building in public does this. Let me. Okay, you hear me on YouTube. It's streaming. Cool. All right, then I'm going to get to it. So what I wanted to share today was there's a big update that happened with it sounds. I feel like my headphones might be going out too. Yeah, I need to get a new pair of headphones. Oh, okay, cool. All right, I gotta get to this. So I like showing people how I'm making their passive income streams. Don't judge me, I'm gonna drink a soda. I have water here too. Diet Coke, no sugar in it. All right, so actually let's first do this. I want to make sure everybody knows that I am live right now. So what I'd say is like always let people know wherever they are. Like if you have an email list, you could always email your email list. I use ConvertKit for my email marketing. If you did want to grab ConvertKit, oh God, why did I just call it ConvertKit? That's all right. As of yesterday, they officially rebranded their name. What are you doing? Why are you doing that to me? I'm not opening you up right now. They officially rebranded their name. It's now just called Kit. It's not called ConvertKit anymore. So if you did want to get started with now Kit, go to kit.com, or actually don't go to kit.com, go through my affiliate link at startlistnow.com. I'm going to go over this again. If you've watched a couple of my lives and you feel like, oh, Jonathan's saying some of the same things over again, I don't want you to go like, why is he doing that? I want you to learn from what I'm doing, because I think a lot of people, they get too deep into when they're creating content, whether it's video or whether it's audio or whatever it is, they think, oh man, I made that piece of content that one time. I went and I did that live stream and I talked about that thing. That's all I had to do. I had to talk about it that one time. So maybe this is the first time you're watching my live. Maybe I don't think that I think it could be like the first time that you're doing it. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. Like, yeah, I'm like, wait, did you watch the other ones? If you haven't watched my other lives, then you're hanging out with me right now. Well, you're not necessarily going to know what I talked about in the last one, and that's why I feel like people don't repeat themselves enough. And you go like, but some people, everybody already heard me. No, everybody didn't already hear you. Did everybody already know you yesterday that knows you today? I bet somebody new discovered you. All right. Cool. So I'm going to go, and I wanted to kind of show a strategy that I use with ConvertKit. I also use it with video and live like this. I'm using StreamYard right now. It's a great streaming service. I really like StreamYard. It's a strong streaming service if you don't want to put a bunch of wear and tear on your computer, or not wear and tear. If you have an older computer and you're using something else to stream, like directly from your computer, it's going to process everything on your computer. It's going to tire it out. That's why I use this. And then you also get all these little fun little things like this built in, like the music, and you get this ticker at the bottom, which, by the way, that's my school community. You can go there. It's completely free. Let me actually just go there right now and show you what I'm talking about real quick. I got to let my community know that I am live. Otherwise, I'm going to get in trouble. They're going to yell at me, and they're going to tell me that I'm going to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble with you guys for not doing what I'm doing. I got to practice what I preach. I can't just say I'm going to do something and not do it. And if you didn't notice, I did not go live yesterday because I don't go live every single day. I go live whenever I'm not working on a project, which I work in the film and television industry. And if I am working on a shoot that day, I might not go live. If I do, I might still do it, but I make no guarantees when I'm doing that, just because that's part of the reason why I like passive income, is because I could hang out and do these things and put all these little tiny buckets to collect different opportunities of making, yeah, maybe that one makes me a couple $100. Maybe that one makes me, maybe that makes a couple $1,000, whatever it is. But then I can go and do work. I can go and do the things that I want to do. I enjoy working on these media projects. It's fun. I enjoy it. It's fun. And not everybody has that freedom to say no. I like the freedom to say no. So if I want to say, hey, I don't want to work on that project tomorrow, I don't have to. And then, at a certain point that could potentially replace your income. And that's, I think, what a lot of people want. So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to grab my link for this live. And what I do is I have this community. You can go to school.com, spelled SKOOL.com/wealth on autopilot, and come and join my free community. And one of the ways that I monetize it, and I'm going to explain some of the ways that I utilize it using tools like Kit, which you can grab at startlistnow.com. And I'm going to share this tab. And you're going to see that. So this is my community, Wealth on Autopilot, held on school, completely free. And one of the things that I do, and you see I have this one pending right here, but one thing I'm going to say, I'm not going to open it right now because it shows an email address. But one thing that I wouldn't do is just because they don't have a profile picture. If you want to join this community, when you just sign in, just throw a profile. It doesn't even have to be a real person. Just throw a profile picture. If there's no profile picture added, then you're not going to be accepted. I'll just tell you that. It's so simple. Just, even if you don't. How about this? Hold on. Actually, no, I'll make sure I get this right. Look at this. This is gonna blow your mind, or it might not. I don't know. I'm not a mind-blowing psychologist. That sounds dirty. I'm not going to say that. It sounds okay. So I go to ChatGPT. Look at this. This is good. You want to create a profile picture? And you can be detailed. Look at that. ChatGPT. Super simple. It's going to generate something. I don't know. You don't have to do this. I'm just saying, like, throw a picture of yourself if you want. But if you're if you're going to be a grumbly and try and give me excuses, look at that. That's a profile picture. I would accept that. Make it look like you. Describe yourself. Whatever. So what I do a lot with these links, like the one I have above, start list now, goes to Kit now. Now, that's the old page. Now it's just called Kit instead of Convert Kit, because they don't want to convert you anymore. They just want to kit you. Don't judge my bad jokes. I have a 9-year-old niece, so I'm really practicing on my dad jokes. So let me know if I'm doing a good job with my dad jokes. Cool. All right. Do you like the candle in the background today? I figured a little candle, a little flicker back there. I also have a light that I can put back there that looks like a candle, but I figured the real thing today. Cool. So if you did want to start building an email list, that's great, because one of the things that you could do is go, again, I didn't even complete what I was talking about. So you can go right here, and I can just paste this URL, which is to this live. Let's see. I can give them and this is a good way, like, invite people to come hang out with you when you're doing these lives. And then I know that this particular channel that I'm streaming on YouTube is monetized. Not monetized. I'm not making any ad revenue if you're watching on X, and maybe some impression revenue, but there's nothing. But my point is that that YouTube, you don't have to actually be monetized to get to get income coming in. You could actually be doing this just by streaming and finding other secondary ways to monetize. Honestly, if you go into YouTube or creating content thinking that the platform is going to be the thing that pays you, you got your wires crossed, and you need to rethink about what you're doing. And I'm not even just talking about YouTube. I'm talking about any platform. If you're creating on Instagram, if you're creating on YouTube, on Twitter, X, on LinkedIn, if you're creating on any platform, whichever ones, any of the million ones I don't even know about, there's other ways to monetize. Let me just finish sending this message so I'm not just people know. So I just go there, join the live, talking about some new updates, new tool updates. Because I'm going to talk a lot about the new things that I kind of ConvertKit is shifting and changing these things, and I like ConvertKit. There's other ones. ActiveCampaign is a really good option. I'm not a big fan of MailChimp personally, but it's gotten better than it used to be. I would never use one of their free plans. I think it's the stupidest thing that you could possibly do using a free plan for any of these things. But hey, you know what? Remember how I was saying, if you think that I'm wrong, bring receipts. Don't just tell me I'm wrong. Show me why I'm wrong. I don't respond well to people just telling me I'm wrong. Tell me why. Okay, cool. So now, point is that I put that there, and I was able to send that message. But one really cool thing about this platform, as far as collecting leads, is that you can create landing pages of your own. No, that's not that's the old ConvertKit page. If I ConvertKit, when I click off this tab, I'll never see you again. I should take a picture. It's also there's the landing page. So this is one landing page that I use. There's a whole bunch. I'm going to show you a couple other ones that they have in ConvertKit. But this is an example, and somebody clicks here, they put in their name and their email address right here, however you want to do it, and then they get added to an email sequence. Figure out which tab is which tab. 1 second. I got to figure out where everything is. Not that tab. Not that tab. Not that tab. Oh, no. You know what it did? I think that when they did their whole conversion thing to hit all of the tabs that I had opened, I had a bunch of tabs that I was just going through over and over again. And I feel like those tabs kind of got broadcast. What am I doing? Sequences. So my point is that as people get added into that sequence, into that email sequence, drop this back in here. So as people join my community right here, join it right here, I'm really thinking that there's my guess. Let me know if you feel like it's really getting quiet. Yeah, I feel like it's really going wrong. Test. Is it really that quiet? Let me test this. Did I cause more damage than I think? Okay, no, I hear myself. No, you can hear me. Okay, this is weird. I can't hear myself in my head. I think that's my headphones are dying on me. Okay. That's unfortunate. No, but weird. I don't know. I gotta figure this out. We'll figure it out later, as long as you can hear me. I don't like the fact that I can't. I'll figure it out. We'll address this when I'm not streaming. I like hearing my voice in my ear. Not very. I don't like that. Test. Why is that? I did it. I fixed it. Okay, that's better. Oh man, this means that there might be some minor damage. Okay, that's better. I can hear myself. They're not ideal. It's not ideal. Okay, maybe it's time for a new soundboard. That sucks. I don't want to buy a new soundboard. I like this one. I can buy the same one, but it's the last model. Okay, so what I was saying is that what happens when somebody comes and opts in to my community, I'm able to use a simple automation with Zapier where they answer their questions, and it adds them into. Let me make sure that this is also still good, because that sounds really different. I don't want to be too loud. Sorry about figuring things out. That's what happens. What's up, Monica? So just so you know, the reason why I'm having some technical issues is that this morning I was testing out doing my workout so I do VR workouts. Don't look at me like you don't know that I do this kind of stuff. You know that I do this kind of stuff. But I might have done something stupid and put a glass of water next to my soundboard and then punched it in VR. And now I had to take my can air and blow it all out, the whole thing apart, and put it back together this morning. It was frustrating. The whole soundboard apart and blew out each piece and then put it back together, and here we are. But it seems like there's a few minor little glitchy things that might. A lot of times when it dries out, it's fine. There might be some moisture in there, which is probably not a good idea to be powering it on when there's moisture in there. Oh well, 'tis life. Okay, so what happens when somebody comes to your community and they opt in, which it's very, very simple. You could opt in, you join. I could send you to this link, or it's right down below. School.com/wealth on autopilot is this actual URL that takes you to this page. When somebody joins, it triggers the Zapier automation. Super simple. And then it adds them to a sequence. Is this the right one now? No. There it is. It adds them to this sequence. Now, there's also, I'm not going to go deep into this, but you can do things called visual automations with Kit. I'm going to start. If you hear me say convert Kit, you slap my hand. Oh yeah. Monica, let me. I always get paranoid about opening these things when I'm streaming, so let me. Don't want to accidentally make it so people see private information. Let me just quickly log back into that so you can see what I'm doing. Just want to make sure that I'm not showing anybody's personal information or mine. Okay, I can show this to you without showing anybody's information, I believe. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that tab. Okay, so this over here, when somebody, this you could add in different trigger apps within Zapier. I would be giving you an affiliate link right now for Zapier, but they don't have an affiliate program. Actually, I should double check. I should just keep on double checking, because who knows if they're going to add another affiliate program in. All right. Cool. So what I do is I take this as my trigger app. So it means that it's set every 2 minutes. It's going to check to see if somebody was trying to join my group or my community at school. When they do, one of my questions that I have on the school side, we'd have up to 3 questions, is if they are, I asked them for their email address. That's one of the things that you can do. So you can grab their email address. And then I have another one that's basically to prove like simple math. Simple math, say, hey, add these 2 numbers together, prove that you're not a bot or whatever. In all honesty, I feel like bots probably can figure that out now. I need to probably, I'll think of something else. We'll update that and make it into something a little bit different. But they answer the questions. And then what you do is, I'm not going to go to the next one because it does show personal information when I click test. But you can have it say anytime that happens, now it's going to grab that. And what's it going to do with that information? Well, I want it to go to ConvertKit, which is now called Kit. But I can go here, and now it's going to take from ConvertKit. I'm sure they just need to update the logo and the branding in here. It's going to change soon. But it's going to add them to a sequence. And then it's going to add them to a subscriber. A subscriber tag, sorry. So what that means is, like, anytime that somebody comes in from my community, I can tag them so I know that they actually came in through this route. I could also do the same thing if somebody comes in through, for instance, where did it go? Yeah, all our logos. Doesn't matter. DeFi earned. Could have changed the, look at that. Different, still has the old ConvertKit icon, whatever. But like here, if I could also have a tag if somebody clicks here and opts in here, and I'll know that they came from this page. So you could tag people so you can market to them, and you know where your efforts are really paying off. So if you say, okay, this landing page is bringing in this many people, yeah, you could look and see how many opt-ins came in from that landing page, but you could also then go say, I only want to email people that came in through this landing page. So this one, for instance, is a little bit more targeted at DeFi. I talk a lot about passive income and affiliate marketing, but maybe you have zero interest in DeFi, and I don't want to bother you, and you came in through the other one, and I want to make it more of an affiliate marketing target email. I could segment my audience so there's different things. Yeah, you could segment your audience doing this. It's really cool. And you just do it very simply with these 3 steps. You don't even really need the tag. I think it's a nice extra thing to have. It doesn't really hurt to do this. Why not? Like, come on, just do it. And then it's beyond simple of a setup. So I could send you this template if I wanted to, but I think that you got it. You got this. Come on, you could figure this out. You could add in 3 steps on Zapier. And again, if I was able to go grab some affiliate link for it, I'd send it to you, but I can't. So I'm just going to tell you, just go to Zapier.com, sign up, and it's pretty affordable if you're just doing some small, and it scales. It gets more expensive as you are growing. And I always tell the same thing to people that are talking about things like, oh, but ConvertKit gets more expensive the more subscribers you have. If you have a bunch of subscribers and you're not able to make a little bit extra income and scale, then you're doing it wrong. Then you have a hobby that you're spending a bunch of time on. You're not actually making any money. You're not making passive income. So you're doing it wrong. You got to rethink about it. Why are you collecting emails if you're not going to ever sell to them? I had to have that talk to myself a long time ago. It's like, I'm good at collecting these emails, but I was like reluctant to sell. Don't be afraid to sell. They opted in. People know that they're going to be sold to when they opt into an email sequence. So don't feel like, oh, they're not. I don't feel bad that they're going to sell to me. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Got this. You got this. You got this. I know you do. Okay, so whether you are doing this and sending direct links, like right now I'm not collecting it. If you go to startlistnow.com, it's just going to take you to not that one. It's going to take you to a page that looks like this, which is basically their main page. But if you open it up, I don't know if this is actually my affiliate link. Here, I'll just do this. So that's my affiliate link. Start list now. I'm going to click it, and it takes me to that same page, kit.com. But you see right here, like if you now look at it, it's kit.com/?_UT. Granted, usually the affiliate link only shows a little tiny piece of it, and then it forwards it to it. It's only usually these last numbers. But this is the whole like link that actually is your affiliate link. And when it shows that, and if you sign up, I believe ConvertKit is 2 years, and whoever signs up, every time that they gain a little bit of passive, like they pay their bill, you get a percentage, and you need to find whatever program or software or thing that you want to promote that's right for you. You got to, like, I have my niche. You're gonna have to figure out yours. I can't tell you what you're gonna do for yours, but I'm just showing you everything I'm showing you as an example. One of the beautiful things in my situation is that I don't care what your niche is. You need a tool like this. It doesn't matter if you are in Web3 and marketing your NFTs. If you're an artist and trying to promote your brand, it doesn't matter if you're selling Amazon affiliate products. It doesn't matter if you are just have an art business and you're selling craft supplies. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You need to have a bare minimum this. Just at least have this one thing. Like, this is the one thing that you have to have. It doesn't have to be Kit. It could be whatever you want it to be, but you need to. Email is probably one of the most important things that you can do, period. And I know that, like, yeah, that's not, I don't know. I'm not joking. I'm like, you can, yeah, I don't need to do that. I'm like, you're lying to yourself and you're making excuses. You don't want to do that. So whether you use Kit or another one I really like is Active Campaign. It's like my second choice. They're both very good. And I've used both of them. I just shifted over to ConvertKit, now Kit, and I just been enjoying it a lot more. I wonder what it says if I click learn more. Does it take me just to that same page that I had before? Yeah, it's just a new landing page talking about the updates. Inside Kit. I need to dive more and see if there's any new features that they've added into here so I could just highlight them for you. But point is that there's a whole bunch of different products that you could be promoting. If you don't know your niche, or if you don't know what product to, I want to promote this thing, but I don't know if they have an affiliate program. There's this magical thing. I don't know if you might have heard of it. It's called Google. You could use this magical tool called Google and just find out what niche, like what products are available. And and this is also a growing tool right here. I'm sure you've heard of AI before. If you haven't, then you gotta get back out from under that rock. Mm-hmm. So you could always just come here. One hack that I always use when I'm chatting with AI is I always just tell it, look this up. Don't make anything up. That's like a huge thing. But you could say, how about this? Top. I usually prompt this to give it a better brain, but I'm just going to use it just without actually doing the starting prompt or using a custom GPT just so you can see. What are the top 10 most profitable niches for affiliate marketers on YouTube in 2024. Look it up and don't make anything up. So something like that, and I can hit that. It's going to do a little searchy search. There it goes. It's searching. I love it when I see a search. It means it's actually looking up information. Personal finance. What do you know? Make money online. It's another CPM. It's basically, it's referring to cost per mil, meaning that how much they'll actually pay, advertisers will pay for ad revenue. Now, you don't need to necessarily do ad revenue as the focus, because remember, we're talking about affiliate marketing, but personal finance, technology, and gadgets. And the reason why advertisers pay more for these things, think about it this way. So if I had a channel that mainly had like kid content on it, do you think that advertisers would pay a lot more for a kid that doesn't have a credit card? Serious question. Do you think an advertiser would actually pay more for a kid that doesn't have a credit card, or a full-grown adult person that has a credit card that's ready to swipe, or some person that's saying, hey, personal finance, oh man, I want to make money. How much are you willing to spend in order to actually do that? Well, advertisers know that they're going to be able to spend more. They're willing to spend more money because they're going to be able to make more money off of somebody in that niche. So if you go for something like, you know, a Minecraft channel, I'm just throwing out some stuff, you know, and you wonder, why am I making such little money off this Minecraft channel in ads? Well, first off, you got to make sure that you're monetized first to do that. But why would I be able to make so much money off that? Well, it's because kids don't spend as much money as adults. And obviously they're there. They're not going to go swipe their card. They got to go ask their parents for money. They got to go ask their parents for a credit card to use. That's not as easy. Like for me, I'm like, you market to me and I get tempted. I'm like, I guess I could swipe that card. It's the same thing for any like niche that is targeted at adults. But we just go through this. How about this? So online security, gaming and sporting. If you're talking about actual like buying the systems, but how about this? Okay, how about we go with health and wellness? There's always like there's three niches basically. Health, was it health, wealth, or what was that one? My brain's tired. But let's just do health and wellness. Like, are the top affiliate we're just trying this. I actually haven't done this in a while, so let's see what it gives us. Actually, like the whole thing with the VPN, I see that all the time. VPNs, huge, all the time. There is, how about this? Athletic greens. I see that all the time. Look at this. Okay, here. Oh, what do you know? We have our Athletic Greens affiliate program. You're in nutrition, right? You're in health, wealth. There it is. Health, wealth, relationships. Why did I forget the last one? Maybe I need to work on my relationships. But so you have your Athletic Greens, has an affiliate program, it's a supplement with a niche. I've heard good things about this as well. I've actually considered getting it myself. Look at this. You can have all these different countries, United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and then they also have this other one that's other network that is global. It's not listed. What this means is like you can sign up through these programs. So you'd sign up through Impact, which is basically there are affiliate, call it like an affiliate junction. Like ClickBank's one for digital products a lot, but what would happen is like commission rate 30%. And did it say that it was recurring? Startup raised, just giving you information about it. But what would happen is I'd be able to click right here, join program, and it would take me to my impact account. I have one personally, but if you wanted to set up, you'd set it up for the first time, and commission rate is 30%. So a cookie 30 days means that if somebody clicks on it, so say you make a video every single day and people are like, I don't know, athletic greens, that seems like something I don't want to promote. Well, you can go and take this and they click on it once and then you talk to them and maybe they don't click on it directly again. If they go on that same browser, it left a cookie in your browser. That means that if they buy within the next 30 days, you still get the commission. It's really cool because people aren't necessarily going to buy the second they get it. So it really does help with making those conversions happen. But you see how the point that I'm getting at is like, we literally just had a quick conversation with ChatGPT. This is plus just all things, I'm using 4.0. It doesn't really matter. You could do this with the free version. I don't remember if the free version could search the web though, but this is Grok. So that's a paid one. What's Google's one called? I don't even remember. Whatever. Don't yell at me. But now I have a product that I found. If I'm in health, I see people using Athletic Greens, promoting it all the time. They even say, hey, we're sponsored by this. Well, are they sponsored? They got an affiliate link. People go there, they get a commission, they get that 30%. And if they, you're able to promote that, even if your videos aren't directly related to this, it's like you could even say, hey, I just wanted to thank Athletic Greens for sponsoring this video, blah, 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 blah. Even if you don't have a sponsor, you could talk about it's like, or you could even say being our affiliate sponsor. You drop in the word affiliate, then it's fine. It's like, thank you, Athletic Greens, for being our affiliate sponsor for this video, blah, 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 whatever. And you got to figure out what's right for you. I did some quick research on a niche that I'm not even in. And now I kind of want to order some Athletic Greens. Send me an affiliate link, maybe. Or, yeah, maybe. No, I don't want to buy through my own affiliate link. But you could potentially even not market this stuff directly on your YouTube channel. You could just do what I was showing you, where you could just go to something like your landing page, or you can, like I have my school community where you can go to school.com/wealth on autopilot, and you can go and like opt in, and you'd have to leave your email address. That would get them added into, your sequence. I really got to mark which ones of these. It could add you into a sequence, which then you go down this path. And then I would not personally send people to affiliate links right when they join your emails. I don't send there's no affiliate links in any of these emails. There's only one goal with these emails, and it's to get people to get involved in my community. That is it. That's all I'm doing here. Now, I might have an affiliate offer that I drop in my community. When people buy it, I actually, I make sales in my community already. I made several sales through recurring commissions that are going to pay me every month. And you could say, oh no, that's ConvertKit. You're only getting that amount for that amount of time. Well, maybe they scale and you still get a percentage. What if they have to go to there's really insanely large plans. If somebody say got up to $1,000 plan, which less people are on that obviously, but if somebody did and you're getting your 30%, that means that you'd be getting like $300 a month from that one commission. And then you do multiple. The idea is it's compounding. So you're like, oh, that's a lot of money for that, but it compounds and grows. So I hope I'm making sense. But the thing I like about school is that I'm able to invite people to my community, and that gets people to come into my into my email list. And then, like I was saying, we could, you could send people over here to you get your affiliate link. And then after you get to know, like, and trust them a little bit, or they get to know, like, and trust you a little bit. I'm going to put this all the way at the end. So I click that one and know which one I'm going to. But then when they get through this, you can go and have another visual automation. And when this is done, you could say, when this is done, I want everybody that's in this sequence to be put into this sequence. And then you kind of build a series of them. And you could have a sequence of just 2 or 3 emails where it's just pure value and you're not ever selling anything. Then you could have things called affiliate sequences where you say, hey, you know what? And granted, like this would make absolutely no sense for me to send out an Athletics Greens affiliate sequence to my list because people are not interested in this on my list, but they might be interested in this on yours. It's like you have to find the product that you want to promote. But then the people opted in because they think, hey, I'm going to opt into Jonathan's or Dunk's email sequence or email opt-in because I think that he's going to deliver some value in there. Yeah, I mean, people expect that you're going to be sending some marketing material. Otherwise, so the whole point is to make money online. That's the whole reason that people do this. So you could do that and send people down that funnel that way, and then market to them. But it has to be something related to your niche, and that's why I was saying that it's really cool that with Zapier you can do something as simple as adding a tag to the subscriber, because then I could say, anybody that actually came in from here, I could send them an email that's related to something going on in the community, and I know that they're in the community already because they came in. And I could even create another tag that says anybody that comes in and joins. I mean, like anybody that joins still needs to put there, and when they do, they get added to that tag. And now I know that they're in the community, so I have a dedicated email list just for those in the community. Because even if they come into my email sequence from a landing page like this one, which is a ConvertKit landing page, kit, I want you to yell at me every time that I say it wrong. Like slap me in the hand and say, it's no longer called ConvertKit. You don't convert people there. You just kit them there. No converting anymore. Just kidding. There we go. Cool. Okay. I get distracted with the shiny objects. But now anybody that comes in there, I know that they're in my community, because I said that anybody that joins the community has to give me their email address. And when they do that, it's going to trigger that automation with Zapier, and then they're going to end up in that with that tag in a sequence. I could send other things to that sequence, but only if they came through here. I know that they are in my community. And I could send specialized, and I could say, I could also trigger things like there's a rewards program that I'm that I have access to that I'm going to be integrating here. It's heavily utilizes Zapier, but I could say, hey, I'm going to allow you guys to earn some rewards for doing this thing, and I'm going to be diving into this stuff more in the coming in the near future on these lives. But I could say, hey, I would love it for you to be in, to gain rewards or get some stuff for free from me, but you need to go and engage on this thing over here, and basically trigger something in Zapier. And I could say, oh, Zapier, check to see if they are in this sequence. If they are, then you can send the reward. But if they're not, then they don't get the reward. They're not in the community. That means you have to get into the community in order to get the reward. Done. You have to join my email list in order to get the reward. You see the pattern that I'm getting? I'm giving people incentives to come and do these things and get involved just by doing that. It's super easy to do that. Add this. I got another comment. Kit. Oh, thank you. I mean, be real violent about it and tell me, like, no more ConvertKit. No more buy ConvertKit. It's been a great 11 years. Now we are Kit. We are Kit now. No more Convert. Just Kit. Thanks for hanging out, Monica. So one of the things that I do with this list, I like to point this out because people are like, I don't want to get into email marketing. I think you should. It'd be stupid for you not to. I'll be perfectly honest. If you're trying to build a business and you tell me you don't have an email list, you're not building a business, you're building a hobby. That wasn't a question. That was a statement, by the way. So I like to do things like this, where I go to something like Namecheap. GoDaddy's another one. I know Google allows it. There's a whole bunch of different options. I just showed you how to search for stuff. Thank you. Yeah. I wasn't giving you my opinion. It's a statement. Thanks for keeping me in line, Monica. Appreciate you. So what I do here is like this list, startlistnow.com. I found that on Namecheap. It was, I think I paid $10 a year for it. I think if your first URL, first one you buy, it's like almost free. They basically give you it. It's only a couple bucks. Then they get you on that renewal. So just be aware of that. It ends up going back up to the normal price. But you could go and grab a domain here, and then I immediately transfer that over to Cloudflare. Cloudflare.com, free service. There is paid features on here. We're not using any of the paid features. 100% free. So I could do things like this. So you're here right here, start list now. This right here, start list now. It's an affiliate link redirect. Then we have school101.com. That's an affiliate link redirect. If you wanted to start your own community on school, like I'm doing, showing you how I'm monetizing it with affiliate marketing and things like that. And then you could also tack on things like high ticket, whatever you want, coaching in that community. It's a great platform to do all those things in one place. But I prefer to not wait until I like to monetize my time with my free community just as much as I like to monetize my time with a high paying community. Why would I spend a whole bunch of time building something and going like, man, I just got to build this thing to be super, super, super big before I charge anybody? What kind of business model is that? That's possibly one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. Don't do that. Monetize from day one. People say on YouTube, I can't monetize yet. I'm not in the YouTube partner program. Yeah, cool. Just wait until you're in the YouTube partner program and see how much money you're actually making from ads if you're not already like a viral channel. Let me tell you that. But like this channel itself, it only has a couple thousand subscribers. Most of my revenue, most of it does not come from ads. It comes from other things like this, sending people to landing pages, sending people to affiliate links, sending people to my community, other ways to monetize. YouTube is a search engine and it's a traffic source for your business. YouTube's not your business. X isn't your business. School's not your business. None of those things are your business. They are a business. They're not yours. You could build your business and use traffic. People go use like Google ads or Meta, Facebook ads. That doesn't mean just because you're placing ads on Facebook that you own Facebook. Does it? No, it doesn't. I know. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional and passionate. But see, here's another thing. So, where is it? DeFiEarner.com. That's this landing page right here, by the way. That is something I sent through Cloudflare. Okay, so before I gotta calm down. It's gonna be okay. So, so I sent it through there, and it actually prevents it from getting those malicious site. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen those before. You click on something, Google pops up. We feel like this is a malicious site. Hit a bit different. Bad. By the way, if you are using StreamYard, you can do this kind of stuff. Thanks for hanging out, Monica. I'll give you another quick tip about if you did want to go and do something like live streaming, by the way. I know, my brain, all over the place. If you did want to go live streaming, I know that there's people like, how do you have a conversation with a bunch of people? You don't. I'm having a conversation with just you right now. Just you. Nobody else. I'm just having a conversation with you. I might go like, hey, Monica, how's it going? Oh, yeah. Look at this. Yeah, exactly. It's not my business, it's theirs. It's their business, Google's business. I am streaming on Google, on YouTube right now, and X. That is basically Elon Musk's business on X and Google's or Alphabet's business on that, and that's not my business. Like I tell people that when they tell me like MLMs, for instance. I'm getting a little off topic. Sorry, I didn't even finish my last thought. MLMs, multi-level marketing companies. People always say, "Hey, all you need to do is buy your $100 starter pack, and you'll have a business." That's bullshit. It's not starting a business for $100. You're getting a starter pack and the ability to sell their product. That's not a business. Now, if you used it as a product and you built something around it, and then you started building an email list and you started marketing your own things and you started saying like, oh, this is just the product that I like to use as my nutrition product, whatever. Then you'd have your own business and that would be a product that you sold in your business. But if you think that you're just going to be able to build that and that's your business, you need to get your wires fixed. But it's huge. I mean, like Monica actually is here, and you could ask her. Clubhouse. Does anybody remember Clubhouse? It was huge during the lockdown of the pandemic. And I mean, you can go thing called Twitter X Spaces now, and it's basically a bad ripoff of Clubhouse. Like it's not nearly even as good as Clubhouse used to be, but there's more people on X, so it won. But the thing is, like, they changed their whole entire business model, and now they're gone. They're like, people just left. So they changed their business model overnight, and people lost their businesses overnight. AKA Clubhouse changed something in their business that affected people's income. Because those other people, they didn't have businesses. If they did, they could have said the whole time they were on Clubhouse, built up an email list and say, hey guys, I know we were hosting this thing on Clubhouse. They changed their way they're doing this thing. We need to change what we're doing. We're going to go over to Twitter now, or X now. And you could have done that, but at the time, couldn't do that. I know. All right, hide this real quick. But yeah, so what I was getting at was that you can go down the line. I'll find the right tab. Here's the old one, the old tab. Here we go. So you can create all kinds of different little landing pages and send them directly here. So you would transfer it to Cloudflare, and then from Cloudflare, you would transfer the domain to Kit. And by going through Cloudflare, your domain is just so much more secure. It's literally, you just transfer the same way that you would transfer to ConvertKit from Namecheap to Kit is the same as you go to Cloudflare, and then you just do the same exact process of taking the information from Cloudflare and then sending it over to Kit. See, I'm doing good. You should. I think I deserve like a cookie or something after this, because I am crushing it on calling it Kit today. Get the best cookie ever. So you could weed this down in the different types of landing pages that you want. Here, I'm just gonna show you a couple of them. I'm just gonna open them up real quick. So you're gonna click preview. So you can see a couple different kinds. And I'd say, unless you're trying to do a giant sales page, simpler is better. Like, the more simple that you can make this, the better. And we have our copy and stuff like that. Don't overthink this. I don't know if you've heard of it. There's this magical thing that calls itself AI. I know there's no such thing. It's called machine learning, if you actually know what it is. I know. I'm never going to shut up about that, by the way. You could say, shut up, Jonathan. I don't want to hear about you on calling it machine learning. When I call it AI, I'm like, cool, it's machine learning. I know it's the buzzword, but in my head, it's always machine learning, because that's what it actually is. There is no such thing as AI. It's no AI overlords. It's machine learning. It's so stupid. But yeah, you use your tool, create your. I want to do this so I don't lose the tab again. I have too many tabs open. But you can go here and find the one. And also, don't forget about this magical thing that people seem to forget about. How many of us live our life on this thing? This cellular telephone. Make sure everything looks good on a phone. This is what it would look like on a phone. Do you want it to have this type of style? Maybe you do. Okay, but then we can get down the line. I think that this would be a really good one if you have a video. This is one that I actually really like. If you have a video, that one just for later. But it's a really good one. I would probably tighten it up even more, but it looks good on mobile. I would make it a little smaller, but you could tweak it. Looks good on desktop. So you can go back and forth and see what all these different tools look like. Ooh. I personally like the ones that are a little simpler. Like, this is already too complicated for me. And I also like ones that I don't need to scroll at all to see this. boom, boom. You just go down the line and see which ones you like the best. And when you're ready, you just click choose and you'd start to be able to build out your landing page. And in the settings, you're going to be able to just tell it that you want it to go from this landing page. Like when somebody opts in, put them in that sequence. We were talking about that in over here, like add them to the sequence. And then you would be able to go to visual automations. I'll show you that later, but you go to visual automations and it would go like, okay, when this sequence is done, send them into this other sequence. And a easy hack that I've used, I learned this a long time ago from multiple different people that are like marketers, is one thing that they do is that they they add in like a thing that says at the very end, wait, 365 days or years if you even want to, because then when they get if you get busy and they don't actually, if they hit the end of the automation, they basically just end the automation, and then you want them to continue. So if you ever did hit a point where you hit the end of your email sequence, which the idea is to always stay ahead of it, like for the first people that came in, they hit the end of that email sequence, but you're ahead of it, and now they go through that email sequence, and you could add in stuff before that thing. But if they did hit the end, you don't want them just to disappear. You want them to actually stay in that sequence, so you keep on building onto it. So just keep yourself safe that way. It's a little hack that I've learned from many different people that use ActiveCampaign ConvertKit. I know, works really well. And I am actually just so you know, I am actually working on in here. I am working on the classroom right now. I only have a little bit of content in here, but I'm working on a whole entire course section to kind of give you a jump start on how to get started with affiliate marketing the way that I do it, and just show you just a basic. So the way that I really define how any businesses work. Remember I was saying how YouTube, X, all these things are just traffic sources. You need to build your business, and you could say like things that you need for your business. Like I said, you need to have an email list. If you don't use Kit, go find what you need to use. Like, power to you. Hopefully I want you to get whatever you need. If you wanted to use something else, go use that. But the thing that's really cool is like you're going to be able to promote things that you and build your own business and not be building somebody else's, and use other people's businesses, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, all these different things, whatever. These are video platforms I'm talking about. You can go start a blog. I think that blogs might be having a little more of a difficulty nowadays because of AI, because I challenge you this. Go to Google and search for something. And tell me how far down you have to scroll before Google's AI generated part that actually probably answered your question, and see if you click on a link or if you answered it in the Google search. You probably don't need to actually click on a link anymore. So if you have a blog and Google is answering the question before they even have to click on your blog, they're never going to click on your blog. They're never going to go to your article. So it's harder now. It's not completely gone, but I'm saying it's harder now because of this change. Much harder. So but I'm going to be putting this stuff in here. I'm working on really fine-tuning an outline right now, and in the next day or so it should be done, and I'm going to be able to just start hitting record. I'm going to be posting in here, and it's going to be completely free as long as you join my community, free for community members, and I'm going to be adding some more regular sessions. But that's the thing, it's like it's free, but how am I making money with it? Well, if you're doing that, I'm going to recommend ConvertKit, or ActiveCampaign is my second choice. Now, some people will come through there and they're going to need it for the first time. They're going to sign up. That makes it some income for me. And as this community grows, even though I'm keeping it free right now, it's still going to make me money. And when people join that list, or when they join the community, they're also joining my email list. So even if they come in and they join and they're not active, I could remind them to come and be active. I can remind them to come back. Maybe they never come back, but they're on my email list. Maybe I can still monetize my relationship with them there. I personally feel like I try to live in integrity on these things, and I don't ever like to sell things to people that just for the sake of selling them. I want it to be a good recommendation. Like, that always reminds me of one of the first things that when I started doing marketing in 2020, well, like YouTube marketing, I did a review for a text to speech software. I know that seems like everywhere now. They weren't as common at the time in 2020. It seems like so recently, but they sound like robots a lot. And I found one on ClickBank, which if you don't know what ClickBank is, this is ClickBank. It's another one of those. It's more digital products at ClickBank. And it was just a website software that converted it. You have access to it. It was decent. It wasn't great, but it was better than anything that I had found. And I did a review on it. You can still find it. It's still on this channel here on YouTube. And that video still makes me sales sometimes. People still buy this inferior product. But with this video, it started to rank. I didn't know any better. I didn't double down on it. Shame on me. And it made me like over $50,000, close to $60,000 in like when I was in lockdown and COVID. And that really saved me. I'm like, wow, it woke me up to going like the opportunities of here. And that was from a channel. I think I had 100 subscribers when that happened. Like nobody knew who I was. I just realized a question that I kept on hearing somebody say. People would say, I don't want to be on camera. I don't want to use my voice. Well, don't turn on your camera and use this AI voice. And then there was always this stigma at the time. And they're like, people don't like it. But now it's pretty accepted. But at the time, nobody liked it. And I found one that sounded pretty real, passable. Oh, yeah. I mean, like that was back in 2020. It was like saying congrats. Like that was back in 2020. Monica. It's like, and you can do it too, but that was just one product, and you can continue to do those things. And like, I like the issue with that particular product. I'll tell you now, if I made that much sales on a recurring product, something that made me money over and over and over again every time that they renew, one of the things that you could focus on is like, it really does. I like recurring products because it really does help you focus on how you could help them. Because here's the thing, if I'm making content about ConvertKit, right? So maybe I'm making ConvertKit content right here. Oh, not that one. So like I say, like I'm making content about ConvertKit, how to grow on here and how to use this tool. Monica, you're supposed to yell at me if I ever said ConvertKit. Kit. I need to say kit. You're supposed to yell at me. It's okay. The point is, like, say you sign up for this for a month and you have zero success. You're not getting any leads. You're not doing anything, and it's not making you any money. Well, what would be your incentive to even keep it? You probably cancel, right? So now it's not a recurring product anymore for me because you had it for a month. You subscribe. It's probably, and I probably made $5-10 off you. Whoa, that was so worth my time. Not really. If you do that, like, but if I show you how to actually be successful using a tool, I'm talking about Kit. You use whatever you're talking about. I don't care. Like, don't split hairs here. You whatever you're promoting. We talked about at the beginning. Remember, I showed you, like, we went into it's getting laggy again. All these landing pages have all of this animation that makes the computer tired while I'm streaming. I'm gonna close this. There we go. Yeah, that's like weird. Descript one does. It's all of these like animations in their landing pages that makes my computer so tired when I'm streaming. It doesn't do that when I'm not streaming. I'll just go over to this page. That's the same page. That one didn't do it. That's weird. Okay. But point is, like, it's in my best interest for you to be successful with whatever I'm recommending you to get. Because if I just got you to subscribe for something and then ghosted, you cancel, and then I'm not going to make any more passive income from it. And also with Kit, for instance, if you become more successful, you're going to increase your plan, and then I get more money each month. So the more successful you are, this is legitimately like me saying, I want you to be successful because the more successful you are, the more money I make. No joke. That's how it works. The more successful you are, the more money I make. Done. Yep. And it's every tool. Like there's other tools that I use and I recommend them, and it's because I'm using them. So I guess the point is like you get these people that like spam the thing of the week and then they move on to the next thing. One of the big negatives of that, beyond just it being shady and stupid, uh, is that why would I trust you if you're just shifting gears every single day? You could see my streams from the last week. What have I talked about? What have I talked about the previous? I've been streaming for like a little bit now. Like I'm always talking about the same stuff. I'm not talking about different things. Now I may add something to this. I'm going to be starting. I'm going to probably be talking about. I'm building out my rewards program a little bit more. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. I'm going to talk about how I am using different tools like I have 11 Labs, for instance, to do voiceover works. I do a lot of faceless content, and I'm experimenting a lot with some different types of content to play around with. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. And it's in my best interest for you to stay subscribed to those things and be successful, because the more that you're subscribed and successful with those tools, the more I could potentially make. It's okay, Monica. I forgive you for forgetting to keep me in line. I forgive you. Just don't let it happen again, okay? Just don't let it happen again. Just kidding. You know I'm kidding, right? You know I kid. I kid. There's another thing. Just I can't ever stand the people that have to be like not themselves when they're talking to their community and their family and everything. Like why be anybody else but yourself? Because there's 8 billion people on this planet. I don't need everybody like me. Me? Kidding? When have I ever kid about anything, Monica? I am one of the most serious people. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. I'm kidding. Where's the sound effects? I need sound effects. Like, is there sound effects in here? I don't think there's sound effects. There should be sound effects in here. There's no sound effects in here. Come on, StreamYard. You need to have sound effects like the drum beat when I make funny puns. When I'm punny. Whatever. It's bad jokes. Okay. Awesome. Cool. So I guess the point that I get at is that you need to have all these different incomes. So when you say like, oh, but if I get somebody to sign up for this affiliate product, I'm going to get $5 a month from them. But what if you get 100 people to sign up to an affiliate program for $5 a month? Just saying. I'm like just giving you an example. You go like, oh man, that's a lot of work to get 100 people to sign up for an affiliate program for $5 a month. Whatever. Maybe you get $5 is your commission. I'm just, so say you do that 100 people. Now you do $5, that's $500. That seems like a bigger number now, right? But then you're like, oh man, I that was a lot of work. The idea with the recurring affiliate commissions is that now next month you also get $500. Again, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just giving you examples. But say you go like, man, I was able to get an additional 50 people to sign up this next month, and I'm helping them. And I'm just using an example of what I'm doing. You got to find your own affiliate products in your niche. These numbers could be very different depending on whatever your niche is. So now you have 150 people at $5 a month. You did that. Now it's 750. You see the idea is that it's compounding and it grows and it over and over and over again with recurring commissions. It's not just the one sale. You want things that are recurring. You can even do these things on Amazon, in all honesty. You ever see they say subscribe and save? That could be yours as well. But it's like, in all honesty, Amazon, unless you have an insane amount of people, it's not that big of a payout. Like every once in a while, I don't even know where I'm promoting stuff on Amazon. And every once in a while I get an Amazon deposit and I'm like, what was I selling? I don't even remember. This is weird. Like, I don't even remember. That's different affiliate links. I don't even, half the time I just get a deposit in my account and I'm like, where did this come from? Because I have links everywhere. And I have to go figure out where I came from and then make sure I do my taxes. Not giving tax advice either. Cool. All right. I am going to probably wrap it up right now because I usually try to keep these to an hour. I am experimenting with a couple other things that I'm going to be showing you over the next couple days. I should be going live tomorrow. I might be working on something. I work in the film and television industry, and might be working at something that I work for Amazon a lot. I know, bad me. They're a terrible company. Oh yeah, of course. I'm glad that you came, Monica. I'm glad that everybody came. I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you're here with me. I think this is the best way for us to connect, for me to show you these things, because otherwise, it's just like, why would I? I love doing these things with people that like in my community, but this way that we could actually just help everybody. And again, people ask, "Oh, how are you making money doing these things?" Well, I'm telling you how I'm making money doing these things. I'm raising that current. I'm not being so vague, like, come and join this thing, go and do this thing, because now I've monetized this entire stream multiple ways. So I will get ad revenue, but there's so many other ways that you can monetize your content: affiliate links, email opt-ins. Also, there's things like partnerships and things like that. But I'm not even getting into that right now. But awesome. Let's go full screen, see my face. Let me know, what do you think about my background today? I went with the plane. It's a plane going down a runway. It's what it was supposed to be. It's weird. Okay, I was just playing around. Cool. I'm so glad that you got some value from it, Monica. Appreciate it. And hey, if you do have value, Monica, what I would tell you would be awesome if you just went into my community. Remember, it's go at school.com/wealth on autopilot, and just go in there and give me your thoughts. Tell me your biggest takeaway from today in there, and share it with people so they know that they should be coming to these live streams to learn and to figure out how they could be taking these things that I'm doing, that sometimes you don't even know that these are things that people don't even realize they should be doing, because they're like, I do this all the time. Why doesn't everybody know this? It's second nature. But something easy for you could be the most difficult thing, or like something way in like left field, and they don't even know. So come to these sessions, let people know, come into the community and let them know what your biggest takeaway from these lives are. Awesome. I will see everybody probably tomorrow. I'm aiming to go live 5 days a week. I actually am secretly going live on another channel too. Don't tell anybody. But I'm not telling you what it is. I'm not telling anybody what it is until later. Shh. Good luck. Go try and find it. If you go find it, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. All right. Peace out. I'll see you tomorrow. Come and hang out in the community. Remember, school.com / / growth on autopilot. All right. See you there. Bye. Thanks again.